Ever wondered why footballs are round? Maybe it's because they can roll all the way to Morocco. Yes, you heard it right. The beautiful kingdom of Morocco, known for its stunning landscapes, rich culture and aromatic cuisine, has been chosen to host the World Cup in 2030. Now, if that doesn't get your football spirit kicking, I don't know what will. This news has sent waves of excitement across the globe, with fans eagerly anticipating the merging of two worlds, the fervor of football and the allure of Morocco. The reactions, as you can imagine, have been quite amusing. Picture this: a die-hard English fan is already planning to swap his usual pint for a refreshing Moroccan mint tea during match halftime. Or consider the Brazilian enthusiast who's more thrilled about trading his samba steps for some traditional Moroccan chabi dance moves in the streets of Marrakesh, post a victory. And let's not forget our Italian friends. One of them, in his excitement, has already started learning Arabic only to realize that French is more commonly spoken in Morocco. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? But it's not all fun and games. There are skeptics too, like the Argentinian fan who's worried if his favorite asado would be replaced by Moroccan tagine, or the German supporter wondering if the Moroccan sun would be too harsh for his fair skin. Well, there's always sunscreen and a fez hat for protection, right? Regardless of the funny, quirky, and sometimes outright hilarious reactions, one thing is clear. The 2030 World Cup in Morocco is already creating a buzz, and it's only going to get louder. So whether you're a football fanatic, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves to see cultures collide and create something beautiful, this World Cup promises to be a spectacle you won't want to miss. So buckle up, folks, we're taking a trip to Morocco in 2030. Morocco, the country that gave us couscous, now gifts us the World Cup. But why Morocco? Well, let's dive into that. You might think that the FIFA honchos decided over a mouthful of tangy tagine and fluffy couscous, but it's a little more complex than that. Morocco has been trying to win the hosting rights for a while now, this being their sixth bid. It's like that stubborn camel that won't move until it gets what it wants. And who can blame it? With a rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning landscapes, Morocco is a country that knows how to put on a show. But let's not forget the camel in the room. Morocco isn't exactly known for its football prowess. Sure, they've had their moments of glory. Like that time in 1986 when they became the first African team to win a group at the World Cup. But most people know Morocco more for its sizzling kebabs than its sizzling football skills. However, FIFA isn't just about picking the country with the best strikers, it's also about promoting football in new regions, and Morocco is a region ripe for football development. With its close proximity to Europe, it's like a bridge between two continents. A bridge that's now been painted with the vibrant colors of the World Cup. And let's not forget the infrastructure. Morocco has been investing heavily in stadiums, transport, and other facilities. It's like they've been throwing a party and just waiting for the guests to arrive. And what better guests to have than the football-loving tribes from all corners of the earth? There's also the climate factor. With temperatures that are more mild mint tea than scorching tagine, it's an ideal environment for players to show off their skills without melting on the pitch. So, it seems the World Cup is going on a Moroccan holiday. Let's see what that means for the tournament. What can we expect from a Moroccan World Cup? Sandstorms on the field, perhaps? Well, not quite, but it's fun to imagine, isn't it? Now let's dive into what we might actually experience in a World Cup hosted by Morocco. First off, the climate. While the country is known for its hot, dry desert climate, Morocco is also home to lush green valleys and snow-capped mountains. Footballers might have to brace themselves for warm afternoons, but who knows, we might just see a snowball fight break out during halftime in the Atlas Mountains. Moving on to stadium locations. One could only hope that the Moroccan Football Association would consider building a stadium in the heart of the Sahara Desert. Picture this: a sleek, modern stadium rising from the sandy dunes with camels lounging in the parking lot. A halftime show featuring a traditional Moroccan Nawa music performance. Now that would be a sight to behold. And speaking of camels, can you imagine a camel as the tournament mascot? I mean, who wouldn't love a dancing camel cheering on the sidelines? It could be named Sandy, the football-loving camel, always ready with a witty one-liner or a cheeky dance move. That would certainly make for a memorable World Cup. Of course, these are all speculations, but isn't it thrilling to think about all the unique possibilities? A Moroccan World Cup could truly be a fusion of tradition and modernity, showcasing the rich culture and history of the country, while also providing a thrilling and competitive football tournament. And let's not forget about the food. Imagine the intoxicating aroma of Moroccan cuisine wafting through the stadiums, the tantalizing taste of couscous and tagine, paired with a refreshing cup of mint tea, could just be the perfect fuel for cheering on your favorite team. Well, it seems like we're in for a World Cup full of surprises. So, buckle up, football fans. Morocco 2030 promises to be a feast for the senses and a thrilling ride for the heart. Before we get too excited, let's take a stroll down memory lane, or should I say the sandy streets of Moroccan football history. The Moroccan national football team, known as the Lions of the Atlas, made their World Cup debut in 1970. Now, I don't want to say they were the new kids on the block, but when they arrived, the football was still black and white. It took them a few tries to find their footing, but by 1986 they roared into the round of 16, the first African team to do so. Fast forward to 1998 and 2006 when they just missed the cut for advancing to the knockout stage. It was like being the first one kicked off a reality TV show. You make the grand entrance, get all dressed up, and then, poof, you're gone. Now let's not forget about the infamous 2002 World Cup. The Lions were grouped with Portugal, Poland, and South Korea. They fought like gladiators but ended up with only 1 point. It was like they were trying to win a football match with a Rubik's Cube. And who could ignore the star players that graced the pitch? There's Noureddine Naibet, who was a rock in defense for Deportivo La Coruna and the Moroccan national team. Then we have Mehdi Benatia, who played for clubs like Bayern Munich and Juventus. Not forgetting Hakim Ziyech, the playmaker with a magical left foot, currently dazzling fans at Chelsea. In terms of African Cup of Nations, they've had their shining moments too. They lifted the trophy in 1976, and since then, they've been like a kid trying to reach the cookie jar. Always close, but not quite there. In the grand scheme of things, Morocco's football history has been a roller coaster, filled with highs, lows, and plenty of sandy twists and turns. But it's this journey that makes the game so exciting, so unpredictable, and so darn fun. So it seems Morocco is ready to add another chapter to its football history book. Let's just hope it's a chapter full of goals and not just sand. As we wrap up our Moroccan adventure, you might be wondering, will the World Cup trophy end up in a Bedouin tent? Well, as we've journeyed through the prospects of the 2030 World Cup in Morocco, we've discovered a land bursting with potential. An exotic blend of ancient traditions and modern amenities, ready to welcome the football world with open arms. We've explored why Morocco, a country steeped in a rich cultural tapestry, is the ideal backdrop for the biggest football tournament on the planet. We've delved into what to expect from the games, the fans, and the electric atmosphere that is bound to envelop every city, every street, and every soul. We've also walked down the memory lane of Moroccan football history, reminiscing about their past glories and the promise of an even brighter future. Now imagine just for a moment, the trophy being hoisted high in the air, shimmering under the Moroccan sun. But wait, in the ensuing celebration, it's lost. The trophy, the symbol of football supremacy, has disappeared into the endless expanse of the Sahara Desert. Picture the chaos, the frantic search parties scouring the desert on camelbacks, equipped with metal detectors and GPS devices. The headlines, "World Cup trophy lost in the Sahara," would surely leave the football world in a frenzy. But then, picture this, a kindly Bedouin tribe, upon stumbling upon the misplaced symbol of global football, hosts a small victory party in their humble tent. The trophy, gleaming under the desert stars, becomes a part of their evening tales. Sounds like a scene straight out of an Indiana Jones movie, doesn't it? Well, that's the beauty of football and the World Cup. It's unpredictable, it's exciting, and it's full of surprises. Well folks, whether the trophy ends up in a tent or a palace, one thing's for sure. The 2030 World Cup is set to be a football fiesta like no other. So, until then, keep your balls round and your goals high.